You're listening to the best show on the radio. What is there to say? It's the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mistress Miriam. I'm here with Tobey Sol LaRoche and Mark Sherry.
What?
Yes.
You wish.
And Mark Ramone. And you just heard Mackie Jean Spear and Donny Darkpop, Busy Head. And we started with Michael Suddes, A Lost Art. Let's talk about Busy Head.
Okay, so Mackie Jean Spear and Donnie Darkpop, which is the name of Jake Bellows, sort of his production name. They were in a band called Radio, which still exists to this day. But this song was the last tune that the two of them got together to record together. And this was just a duo between the two of them, Mackie on the vocals and Jake doing all of the other instrumentation on the track. So Jake moved out to LA soon after this was recorded in his home studio space in Hadley, Mass, along Route 9. It really does feel like this is like a full band behind Mackie. I always love that you can go to the studio and you can create such a full sound with so few people. It's a magical thing to witness. And this song in particular is actually inspired by In Your Room by the Beach Boys. They told me it was kind of a reflection on the safety that can be found in your own space. All about the thoughts that like constantly go through your mind, especially free flowing when in your own space in your room, free of distractions. So I really love this song. I love the imagery that this has as well. And they both talked to me, and when I reached out to them, they both talked to me about how rewarding the process was of working together. Donnie Darkpop, he has a real gift in the studio. He has a real gift for creating very full sounds with his recordings and his tracks. They've recorded a number of tracks together, both as a band and as a duo, and I've always been really impressed with Donnie Darkpop, who is Jake Bellows' contributions to whatever he puts his hands on. Really huge fan of this tune.
This song definitely has a full sound to it, like you were saying. And Mackie's from East Hampton, Mass.
Correct.
Grew up in Springfield, Mass. So yeah,
That's right.
Western Mass kid.
Yeah, and Mackie has another one of those really unique voices. I don't know if I can identify someone else who sounds quite like Mackie Jean Spear, who, by the way, is also part of a local tribute to the Talking Heads called Slippery People. They're also part of a duo with their twin sister called Jacqueline. Yeah, this is probably a newer project. They're just starting to play out more. But always nice to have the twin vocal combo. You can't go wrong with that.
I want to hear that, yeah.
Right?
We always talk about how when siblings sing, there's nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
That combo.
It's true.
There's,
It'll have to be on one of your future playlists.
yeah.
Yeah, makes me think about we could do a whole sibling show. That could be really fun.
Yes.
We'd have to have the Wonder Twins on there. They're also from Western Massachusetts. Lexi Weed used to perform with the Wonder Twins, and they had great harmonies behind her. They're twins,
I didn't know
identical.
that they were related.
Yep.
We always talk about the Green Sisters.
Green Sisters, yep.
Amazing. They sound together. And of course, Mark and I, our favorite band,
The
22
Indigo
Brides.
Girls.
What is it?
22 Brides.
Oh, yeah,
They're-
22 Brides and the Indigo Girls.
And the Indigo Girls. They're not sisters, though.
No, they're not, but they have the best harmonies.
They're the best harmonies. And they are from the region.
One of them is.
Oh, yeah.
One of them is, yes. Who discovered that?
You did.
That was like the greatest moment of my life. That shows you how boring my life is.
And we started off with Michael Suddes, A Lost Art. I really love this song.
I loved it.
Brand new single. Well done on the production. Very professional. Love the subtle pause in the drums. Did I hear that right? You're a drummer, Toby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The pause in the drums is a big, important, like impactful moment throughout the song, right? Where they I think there's more than one moment, right? It happens multiple times.
Is it like a half a beat?
Yeah. There's also somewhere the pause is more expansive, perhaps. I might have to listen back to get a precise sense of that, but I do remember having that sensation of wherever those drums stop, it kind of leaves this space, this like gap in your chest almost. It's very visceral.
Really
and then it
gets your
comes back in.
attention. Yeah.
And I think that that little break that happens in the drum parts is why when I first played this song, when it first came out, I played it about 6 or 7 times on repeat without even realizing that it had been on repeat, because the song has that little stop and then it starts right back in again at the beginning. So Michael Suddes is someone I met at an open mic as well. You know, this is one of the huge joys of my life, is being an open mic host, because I see such a plethora of incredible talent that's poured through my events over the last 20 years. And the song, just really the broken down minimal drum part that we were talking about is really impactful. I love I find his lyrics to be very relatable and emotionally raw. I don't know, the idea of, there's that lyric, in a world where staying together is a lost art. And it often does feel that way, like this idea of commitment to one another in this meaningful and lasting way feels like it's going to the wayside in a way. Like we're losing track of how to really stay connected and work together in relationship in that way. So I loved the that deeper meaning behind this tune here.
Yeah, definitely. Michael is from Connecticut. I know we played him 2 years ago. It seems like yesterday, but I loved his song, I'm a Bird. This is an amazing song as well. So it's great that Michael's continuing and growing.
Absolutely. And I believe his album entitled Out of My Hands is set for release in the fall sometime of this year.
Yeah.
So, and in the meantime, actually, this is, he's going to be playing alongside Corey Laitman of Cloudbelly and Vince Thompson of Sylvie's OK at the Marigold Theater in East Hampton for a songwriter night that I am hosting.
I will be there.
You better be there, Mark. I expect you there. If you don't catch him there, you can if you're down in Connecticut, closer to where he's based, you can catch him on August 16th at the Urban Lodge Brewing Co. in Manchester, Connecticut.
Right around the corner from me. Come on down.
There you go.
So, what do we got coming up next?
Coming up next, I believe an old favorite of the show, we have Kimaya Diggs performing
Yes.
a song called True Eyes off of Quincy, which is her most recent album in 2023. And then after that, you're going to hear the new Mosaic, a project I'm very fond of, doing a song called Don't Do It.